so here I have this question number 13 for our discussion on the board, which says a scientist uses a water tank located at a height of 27 meters from the ground to generate electric power to run a 50-watt bulb. He installs a water-driven wheel generator on the ground. If the capacity of the tank is 500 liters and the efficiency of the generator is 80%, then the time for which he can keep the bulb on with a full tank is. Now here in this question you need to see the efficiency of the generator. What is the formula for the efficiency? That is output power divided by the input power. The ratio of the output to the input power will be the efficiency. Okay. We are given the capacity of the tank also, which is 500 liter. 1 liter is equal to 1 kg. So 500 kg is the mass. So let's solve this question to find out the time. See here, first of all, this efficiency is P output upon P input. Because this is 80%, which means 0.8%. So this will be 0.8 is equal to P out upon P input. Okay, I am writing this P output as PO and this is P input. Okay. Further, this P output will be equal to 0.8 of P input. What should be the output of this generator? This generator is to be used for lighting a bulb that has the power 50 watt. So this means this output power should be 50 watt. That should be equal to 0.8. What is the input power? That is going to be mgh by T. What is m? The mass. So that is 500. The value of G is 10. The tank is at the height of 27 meter. So when you will solve this, you will get the value of T as 2160 seconds. As all the options are given to us in the minutes, so to calculate the answer, you need to divide it with 60 and then you will calculate T as 36 minutes. Let's have a look on to the options. So here you can see option 4 is the correct option. Let me just mark this as correct. Let's just put this into the box also. So this is the correct option for this question. I hope this question is very clear to you. Now let's move on to the discussion for the next question. Hey, so now here we have question number 14 for our discussion. This question is from the chapter sound. This says which of the following graph representing the minimum pitch of the sound wave. You can have a look on to this question. This contains these 4 sound waves and we need to pick the sound wave that is representing minimum pitch. Just try to think that what is the relation between the pitch and the frequency. Frequency decides the pitch of a sound. More the frequency, more is the pitch. Here we need to pick up the graph that is representing minimum pitch. It means we need to look for the minimum frequency as well. So we will be calculating the frequency for all the 4 options and we will see that which frequency is minimum. Okay. So I am first going to calculate this for option 1. From here till here, this is one complete wave. From here till here, second wave, third wave, and this remaining portion is 1/4 of a wave. So if I just consider T1 to be the time period of this given sound wave, I can write 3T1 plus T1 by 4 is equal to 5 seconds. Seconds is the unit of the time that is mentioned here in the question. So this will be 13 T1 by 4 is equal to 5 seconds. And with the help of this, T1 comes out to be 20 by 13 seconds. The frequency is the reciprocal of the time period. So this is going to be 13 by 20 Hertz. I'm just going to put this into the box. So we have successfully calculated F1. Moving on to the next option for the calculation. See here. From here till here, this is complete wave 1, 2, 3, and this is half wave. If I say that the time period for this wave is T2, so this will be 1, 2, 3, that is 3 T2 plus T2 by 2. So that will be 7 T2 by 2 is equal to 4 seconds. Okay, so with the help of this, T2 will come out to be 8 by 7 seconds, and this gives me the frequency as F2 7 by 8 Hertz. Let me just put this into the box also. So we have calculated the frequency F2 also. Let's solve this for this third wave. From here till here, one wave and two complete waves. If I consider T3 to be the time period for this wave, I can write 2 T3 is equal to 2, and this gives me T3 as 1 second, and the frequency F3 will be the reciprocal of this and hence comes out to be 1 Hertz. So putting this into the box also, let's calculate the same for this fourth option. From here till here, this is one complete wave, second complete wave, and this is half of a wave. So I can write 2 T4 plus T4 by 2 is equal to 6. This gives me 5 T4 by 2 is equal to 6. This gives me T4 as 12 by 5 seconds, and F4 comes out to be 5 by 12 Hertz. Okay, putting this into the box also. So here, if you have a look onto the frequencies that we have calculated, this is F1, that is 13 by 20. This is F2, that is 7 by 8. F3 is 1 Hertz, and F4 is 5 by 12. Out of these four frequencies, which is the minimum? That is F4, and hence this fourth option, that is this wave, is going to have the minimum pitch. So which option is the correct option? That is option number 4. I am not going to put this into the box as it's a huge wave. So the correct answer for this question is option number 4. I hope that's clear to you. Now let's move on to the discussion for the next and the last question of this code. Now let's have a look on to this next question, that is question number 15 for the discussion. This was the last question of physics section of this paper. This says, in the figure given below, there are two boys A and B standing on the two peaks of hill of same height, and S is the distance between peaks. A shouts and B hears two sounds at an interval of 0.5 seconds. If speed of the sound in air is V, then the height of the peak is. So we are given these two boys A and B. A shouts and B hear two sounds. Okay, the difference in the time interval of the two sounds is 0.5 seconds. This question also says that neglect the height of A and B. See, the sound can go straight, that is by traveling this distance S, and it can also go this down the hill, and then from here it will be reflected and then reach B. So there is going to be the formation of this triangle. Let's have a look onto the solution for this question. See here. Here is the point A, here is the point B. So A is standing here, B is standing here. The total distance was S. The sound goes to the bottom or the ground, and then it gets reflected back. These two are the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. Both are going to be equal. Okay, let me just mark them equal also. Here is the formation of this right angle, and this is common. So both these are congruent triangles, and hence these two sides will also be equal. So this is the height of the peak that we need to calculate in this question. Now here, if I say T1 is the time taken by the sound to reach the ground and then going to B. Okay, so how I can calculate T1? T1 is going to be the distance divided by the speed. What is the distance? If I say this is D, this is also D, so that will be 2D by V. How I can calculate D? D is the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle, and hence that can be written as square root of s square by 4 plus h square, okay, divided by v. This is T1. T2 is the time taken by the sound to reach B when it goes straight. So T2 will be S by V, simply. Now T1 is going to be greater than T2. So T1 minus T2 is given to us as 0.5 seconds, okay. So when I will be substituting the values, this will be 2 square root of s square by 4 plus h square divided by v minus s by v is equal to 0.5, okay. Moving further, this will be 2 square root of s square by 4 plus h square minus s is equal to 0.5 v. Further, this can be written as 2 square root of s square by 4 plus h square is equal to, this 0.5 can be written as v by 2. I can bring out this minus s to this side, so this will become plus s, okay. This will become square root of s square by 4 plus h square is equal to v by 4 plus s by 2. On squaring both the sides, I will be getting s square by 4 plus h square is equal to v by 4 plus s by 2 whole square. Further, this will be s square by 4 plus h square is equal to v square by 16 plus s square by 4 plus 2 into v by 4 into s by 2. Now from both the sides, this s square by 4 and s square by 4 will get cancelled out, and we will get h square as v square by 16 plus this 2 get cancelled out, sv or vs by 4. On rearranging this, you will be getting h as 1 by 4 square root of v square plus 4 sv or vs. So if you have a look onto the options, you can clearly see here that option 1 is the correct option. I can mark this. I can also put this into the box because this is the correct option for this question. So I hope this question is also very clear to you. So with this, we have came to an end of our discussion of ANTHE 2019 physics section. I want to wish you very good luck from the entire Akash family for your results. I hope you will take away your desired scholarship from this exam. Stay blessed, stay happy, and thanks for watching.